Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Thursday. Today's Throwback Thursday video is going to be all about the oldest products in my makeup collection. We're throwing it back to my oldest products in my makeup collection, reflecting on my oldest products. I don't know. We're just talking about some crusty old makeup in my collection today. I have this tray full of products, and then I have some other products still sitting in front of me as well. I tried to go through my entire makeup collection and pull any makeup product that I thought this might not be like the most precise, but was almost certain was from the year or purchased in the year 2019 or later, earlier than that. So 2019 or earlier. 2018, 2017, 2016, you name it. Back in either 2019, it must have been 2019. Back in 2019, I did a collab with my friend Emily from Emily and Max where we talked about our oldest makeup in our collection. So I'll leave that video linked down below, and I am happy to report much of that makeup is no longer in my collection. There might be still a few stragglers, and I will say, please leave your thoughts to yourself, leave your comments to yourself if you're gonna judge me for any of this, or if you're concerned about me putting any of this makeup on your face, on my face. It's my face and I'm okay with it. Or maybe I'm not okay with it. Maybe I will end up throwing some of this makeup in the trash if truly it is too old. I feel like the sun is now gleaming through and I'm looking very, like it's very light. I don't know if that's working. Should I shut my blinds? Maybe. I am pre-filming this video a little bit, and the day that I'm filming this is one of it's like a snowmageddon day in Minnesota. It snowed all last night into today. So it's like very bright outside because the sun is reflecting off all of the fresh snow. Okay, you guys, I thought it was interesting to look at like what categories too I own like the oldest makeup from. So for example, like I don't have that many bronzers in my collection that are from like 2019 or earlier, but I have like quite a few face palettes. So we're gonna get into all of that today. If you're interested in hearing more about my oldest makeup, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project painting content or just chit-chatting about makeup, I would love if you'd consider subscribing before moving on. And other than that, let's jump into my crusty makeup. Okay, you guys, as I was saying, it was really interesting to like go through and see the majority of like the oldest products in my collection are face palettes. I did do a pretty large declutter in like 6 months ago-ish, and got rid of quite a bit of makeup. I have so many lip products also that I feel like are old, which is like kind of terrifying because like your lips is by your mouth, and some of my oldest makeup is lip products. I also will say I don't have everything in my makeup collection like with a year. I've tried to be better lately within the past like 2 years about tracking like what year makeup has come into my makeup collection. But some of this might not be like the most precise, and it's possible there's other lingering products in my makeup collection that are older, 2018 or older than 2019 or even older than that I missed. Also, there's products like, for example, I have a few Becca blushes that are all definitely older than 2019, and I just grabbed one of them to share today. So where do we begin? Should we start with my oldest lip products and just like get this tray of lip products out of the way? I also did not include palettes in today's video. I did do a video last year ranking like the 15 oldest palettes in my collection, so I'll leave that video linked down below in case you're interested in seeing or hearing about how I would rank my oldest palettes in my collection. But this is my tray of lip products, and again, I might not be totally accurate on this, and I know like I have quite a few lingering Kylie Cosmetics liquid lipsticks that are all so old in my collection, but I think my oldest is Ginger, which is this one right here. And I'm trying to think when I purchased Ginger, and I'm fearful, like was it 2016, 2017, 2018? I think it was probably 2016, which would put it at 7 years old. It like literally still has that licorice smell, you guys, and I don't like, I'm not seeing green on this. Like it's not looking moldy. Don't tell me to throw it away in the comments. I'm not gonna listen. This is how I feel about you if you're telling me to throw my makeup away. Just kidding, kind of. Okay, I think this is like a 2017 product. I could be wrong, but this is my Dose of Colors Can You Not lip gloss. And I purchased this because I think it was Nicole Renee that used to rave about this lip gloss all the time. And I literally wore this lip gloss all of the time. And I feel like I've worn this so much that this should be an empty. I'm gonna take the opportunity to smell and check on these products as we go through. Still smells like a vanilla cupcake. This is a very nude gloss. I would love to finish this gloss this year, actually, if I could do that. Is it gonna be a nude gloss year? I don't know, because I've been trying to pan the Bite Beauty French Press lip gloss in flat white for so long, like over a year, and I haven't been able to do it. We'll see. Okay, these two lipsticks I'm pretty sure are from 2015. 2016 would be like, they're definitely 2016 or older, which is so sad to say. So up first I have this one from Too Faced. This is in the shade Naked Dolly. Speaking of nude lip products that I love, so this is what Naked Dolly looks like. So beautiful, and it doesn't even look like it has like the watermarks or whatever that sometimes lip products get, and it still smells fine. Yeah, it still smells totally fine. And then we have Stila Emma, which I debated decluttering last year when I was working on this in my whole collection project pan, but I've kept it around. There it is, swatched right there. On the lips, it looks like a warmer peach, and I just don't always love it on my lips, but I have not been able to get myself to declutter this in all of the years that it's been with me. I have quite a few Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks still lingering in my collection, and I'm pretty sure all of them are like 2017, 2018, but the oldest for sure in my collection is Dose of Colors Mondays. I feel like this one could potentially be on the outs. That's okay, we're gonna keep using it. I used this in a video and you guys were like raving about how my lip color looked, so why would I get rid of it? Oh shoot, I was like, did I just get it on? We're good. This is what that one looks like. I don't know why I'm swatching everything. I'm gonna be annoyed at myself for that. What's on my lips today is Fenty Stunna, the Stunna lip paint in uncuffed. When did Fenty Beauty become a brand? Was it 2019? Because if it's 2020, then I'm all jacked up. But I'm pretty sure I've had this since 2019. So when I put it on today, I was like, I don't know, but I do love this color. I'm not 100% certain on that one either. I should get some use and love on that before I actually do have to throw that one away. Okay, Urban Decay Fireball. When did these Urban Decay lip glosses come out? If you guys know the years that some of this came out, you should comment it down below. I'm too lazy to go research it all before filming this. Still smells minty. This one I would love to try and finish this year. This was really similar to a Patrick Ta lip gloss that I panned and finished last year, and now it is my mission to pan this one this year. This is a stickier formula. It's definitely not my favorite lip gloss formula anymore, but this is going to be such a beautiful color in the summertime. I loved the Patrick Ta one this summer, and this is going to be my summertime gloss until that's an empty, so that can be an empty and not one of the older products in my collection. Next up we have Too Faced Melted Matte, this Melted Matte lip product in the shade Sugar Cookie. Oh yeah, it still smells like a sugar cookie. It's a nude. I love me like a cool toned nude, and I can't declutter it. I hate the formula, it's so dry, but I love the shade, so not getting rid of it. Okay, this I think is possibly the oldest product in everything that I'm sharing, because I'm fairly confident I purchased this like possibly my senior year of college, maybe a year after that. So we're talking 2013, 2014. I promise I'm not coughing because I'm grossed out by this, or am I? Possibly 2014 would be like the youngest this could be. The youngest, right? Yeah. D for Diva. Or is it D for Diva or just Diva? I remember so vividly like seeing someone wearing this on Pinterest, and then I had to go to the MAC counter and get that, and I like never wear it, but I can't get myself to declutter it. This Beauty Bakery liquid lipstick, also I feel like this is circa like 2016, 2017. Doesn't really smell like anything. Don't love the formula on this one either, but love the shade. So haven't been able to get myself to declutter that. This Buxom, this mini Buxom, like this has to be also 2015, I think is the youngest that this could be. This is in the shade Amy. This is currently going in my Partners in Cream project pan. This will hopefully be an empty very shortly, and then we don't have to talk about it anymore. I also have Urban Decay Weirdo. Oh, for some reason I thought this was Stark Naked. Ooh, Weirdo's even older. I think this might be a 2015, 2016 lipstick. This one is very pink. And I don't wear pinks that often, but I also have not been able to get myself to declutter this one either. So, smelling okay. Smelling like nothing really. I do have another MAC lipstick. This is my daughter's favorite lipstick, so I could never get rid of this. But this is also like we're talking 2014 probably. This is in Ruby Woo. Just a matte classic red. This is like a classic. And it's my daughter's absolute favorite, so I would never get rid of that. She doesn't put it on her lips. She like decorates the walls with it basically. I mean, not necessarily the walls, but like she uses it for art. So, and then I think this YSL Touche Couture, like I'm pretty sure this is 2017 or older. Older, yes, older, because ooh, that smelled like tequila almost. But I wore this the other day and it was just fine. There it is swatched right there. Why did I swatch all of this? This is just like a little mini baby and I feel like I need to empty it rather than throw it out. So that's what I want to do. Bronzers. As I mentioned, I don't have too many old bronzers in my collection. The only old bronzers I have the Marc Jacobs Tantastic, which I do have a pan in. I still don't feel like this is going to be an empty this year by any means, but that is one of the older bronzers in my collection. Also Fenty Beauty Into Sun, the Sunstalker bronzer. Love this bronzer. I also have a pan in this, but this bronzer is like the never-ending bronzer. I have tried to like pan and finish this up, and it just like, it took me forever to even hit this pan, and I use this bronzer so much and I feel like I layer on so much. I should be much more through this bronzer than I am, but this is something I would purchase again when I finish. And then also the NARS Sun Washed bronzer in Laguna. Pretty sure this is like 2016. I have a chip in this, but no actual like pan that I've personally created, and I feel like I've worn that a lot as well. For powders, we can talk about powder next. Okay, this is another very old product in my collection. I put my RCMA powder in my Laura Mercier container, but this is like 2015, 2016 old. And I still have more than half of this container of that powder. I just have not been that into loose powder the last like year or two, but I will say I've really been enjoying the the Nabla loose powder, so maybe I'll get back into loose powders. But then I also have this very old Hourglass Luminous Light powder. I think this is like 2018 maybe. I have a huge pan in this. This has been something I've been unofficially trying to pan for what feels like, well, literal years at this point. I'm hoping to finish this year, but who knows if that will actually happen. Okay, you guys, I thought this was interesting because I love blush so much, but I'm only certain about like 2 blushes being, and I'm not even really certain, was Buxom 2020 or was it 2019? But Buxom Seychelles, all-time classic, favorite, older in my collection, but y'all know how much I love this, so not surprised to still see that sticking around. And then also MAC Fairly Precious. I think I've owned this, since at least 2019. This is possibly a 2020er. I'm not 100% certain. Also, the Hourglass Ghost Quad, did this come out in 2019? Because this is one of the face palettes. We can just get into all my face palettes now. Because my face palettes, there are some that I was like a little uncertain of the year. But I've recently been reaching for my Ghost Quad again and loving this so much. My Lorac, what was this called? The Shine Bright palette. I used this so much last year, but this is really getting old in my collection. Was this 2018? Was it 2018? I could be wrong. Another one of the absolute oldest products in my collection is this depotted blush topper from Smashbox. This is, I definitely purchased this in 2015. I do have a pan, like a good sized pan on this now, and I've been reaching for this so much. This product I feel like I fall more and more in love with, but that's an oldie in my collection. Also, a couple of really old ABH Sun Dipped or ABH face palettes still hanging around in my collection. I have the ABH Sun Dipped palette, which I think is my older of the two. No pans in that, and I feel like I always forget about this. I think I have some single depotted highlighters still lingering in a Z palette somewhere too. I didn't pull those out. But then I also have the Aurora Glow Kit, and these are the only two glow kits I still have lingering, but alas, they are still lingering. Then I also have the Becca Après-Ski face palette. Was this a 2017er? I mean, I still love this face palette. I'm so happy to have this in my collection, but it's getting old. And then even older than that is that this might be a 2015, 2016 product in my collection. It's the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator palette. This is old. This is shameful. And then I think this was 2017. I have this NARS Heartbreaker palette, and I've actually been reaching for this a little bit lately. I reached for this a couple times in February. I've been like really into reaching for my face palettes lately. Like I've been into the face palettes, which I'm happy about because I got so many old ones in my collection. I may as well be getting some use out of it. But oh, and then when we were talking about blushes, I totally forgot. My oldest Becca blush in my collection, Becca Flower Child. I also still have Songbird and Wild Honey. And I think I've owned these, like this might be a 2015. This might be a 2015er. Yeah. Fenty highlighter, Fenty Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. I think when did Fenty become a brand? I really should look that up. But clearly I have a huge pan on this. This has been one of my favorite highlights. Would love to actually just finish up both sides of this. I can't, like I feel like I have it in my heart that I'm going to finish both sides, so I don't have it in my heart to declutter. But this is something I feel like I may like actually repurchase because I absolutely love this subtle side. I need to repress that subtle side so I can get more use out of it. And then speaking of highlights, I have not reached for this one in the last couple of years, but the Natasha Denona All Over Glow. I think this might be a 2017er-ish. Huge pan in that, but it's old. This one I think is a 2015er, maybe a 2016er, but it's the Makeup Forever Profusion Light highlighter. Beautiful highlight, would never declutter it. But yeah, I also, oh yeah, I did grab it. I'm like, I feel like I have other highlights. I have quite a few older highlights in my collection. The Mary Luminizer, I think this is a 2015er. Who still has Mary Lou in their collection? I feel like this is very common that Mary Lou just lingers around. She's like the one night stand that doesn't leave. So like definitely not the one night stand. But I have a pan in this, but it hasn't been growing much over the years. NARS Fort de France, this highlight, maybe a 2018er, maybe a 2019er, but definitely old in my collection. And I've been trying to get myself to reach for this more, and I just haven't. I just really need to because this is a really beautiful one. I feel like we're getting darker, and I'm gonna turn my light up a little bit. Hopefully that's okay. Next up, Becca Rose Quartz. I can't remember which, it may have been 2018, 2019, the holiday set where there was like 4 or 5 little macaroons. It was so cute. This is Becca Rose Quartz. I am hoping to finish this year and actually just empty this out. I have a huge pan in this, and then this is my favorite highlight shade of all time. It is also in the Becca Après-Ski Glow palette, so I do plan to work my way through that. But are those all the products? Oh, and then my oldest 2 foundations. I don't have any primers that are, which I was happy about, or concealer, which I was also happy about, or setting spray. And I didn't go through like mascaras. Single shadows, I really wasn't sure about. I didn't think I had any lingering, except for, I didn't grab it, my Halo Top Super Shock Shadow. That's been lingering since at least 2019. Definitely at least 2019, but I think these are both older than 2019, or maybe I purchased both of these in 2019. Maybe this one was 2020. This is the Dior Forever. I'm trying to finish this year. It's one of my favorite foundations, would purchase again. And then whenever Oma Beauty came out is when I purchased the Oma Beauty Stay Woke foundation. This is just too light for me, so I found it really hard to get through. But I do still have this one in my collection, and I am trying to finish that. And after that, those are all of my oldest makeup products in my collection. I would love to know, what are some of your oldest products in your makeup collection? What products do you think I really need to focus on, try and pan, or you can tell me which ones you think I should chuck, but just be nice about it, please. Anyway, thank you guys so much for sticking around to watch today's video. Let me know what other throwback style videos you would like to see in the comments below. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.